Hello, hello, hello. So we are just going to discuss a few things related to inequalities. So heading for the discussion will be inequalities. Inequalities. So in inequalities, basically what we have to understand is we have the following elementary properties of inequality. That is, if A is less than or equal to B, then either A is less than B or equal to B. Let A is less than B. Now, if both the sides are increased or decreased by same quantity, said K, then LHS is still less than RHS. That is correct. If A is less than B and C is less than D, then A plus C is less than B plus D, and A minus D is less than B minus. Okay. So here there are a few things. I'll just try to have a check on that. Okay. Whenever A is less than B, it implies that A is less than B or A is equal to B. Second thing is A is less than B. It implies that if any variable K is there, then A plus minus K is less than B plus minus K. Third is if A is less than B, C is less than D, then A plus C less than B and C is less than D implies that A is less than B and C is less than D. A plus C. Okay. If you're doing A plus C, so A plus C less than B plus C, okay, and B plus D you have to do. A plus C plus D, B plus C plus D, and C is less than D. A is less than B, we know that. A plus C is less than B plus C, B plus C, okay. Here we can comment that A, because C is less than D, so A plus C is less than B plus D. That's correct. So other conclusions, can we say that A plus C is less than B plus D? That is, or we can say this is the conclusion we can take. And A minus D, A minus D, if we do, then if we do A minus D, then Means minus d, you're doing both the sides. A minus d and c is less than d. A minus d, b minus c. Okay. So a minus d. So adding minus d both sides, this will become as like this, and adding, or we can say here, a minus d, b minus c. So we can say this. Logically we can say this, yeah. Some other conclusions we can write as, if a is less than b, it implies that ka less than kb, k is positive, k is positive, that's fine. A is less than b, ka is greater than kb if k is negative. Obviously, whenever negative sign will multiply any inequality, the sign will change. That is the logic we can apply here. Okay. A is less than b. Again, if I write A is less than b and b is less than c, it implies that A is less than b and b is less than c. A is less than b and b is less than c. We can write like this. This is called transitive property of inequality. So it is called as transitive property it is called as transitive of inequality. So why it is transitive property? The reason is A is less than b we have written and b is less than c we have done. So if you combine both of them, obviously the same result will follow. If now go further, let us go further. If A is less than equal to b and b is less than equal to c, so this will follow, obviously. That's correct. There is no confusion in this. Okay. And if A is less than b and b is greater than c, A is less than b and b is greater than c, then we cannot relate A and C. Obviously, A and C we can't relate there. A is less than B and B is greater than. A and C can't be related. Okay, and if A is less than B less than C, it implies that A is less than C also. Further, A is greater than O and less than B. A to the power of R is less than B to the power of R. If R is greater than 0, AR, BR. If R is less than 0. This will follow. Okay. Okay. So here a few more things are there, that A plus 1 by A is greater than or equal to 2 we are having for A greater than 0. And equality holds for A is equal to 1. Okay. A plus 1 by A is less than or equal to minus 2. A is less than 0 and equality holds for A is equal to minus 1. Okay. So 1.2 we are there. Okay. No problem. No issues.